are the Las Vegas Raiders. Tonight, we're breaking down the 2025 Las Vegas Raiders in a game-by-game and a win-loss prediction. Way too early, I might add. But Pete Carrol, guys, is working on turning things around in Vegas, but this season looks like it's going to be the real challenge for the silver and black. So let's go by week, and let's break it down, baby. Let's break it down, and I'm going to tell you, it is another rough stretch if you're a Las Vegas Raiders fans. This is going to be another rough season if you are a Vegas Raiders fan. This is going to be miserable because you're going to be pulling out your hair if you have any hair, because week 1, you start off at home facing the New England Patriots, but it's a tough loss. A tough Patriots defense is not an easy opener, right? The Patriots are going to be rejuvenized. They're going to be hungry, and the Patriots got a hell of a lot better this season as well. Start week 1 with a loss. And then the Chargers are coming in hot come week 2. The Chargers travel to Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, but the Raiders fall again yet early, giving them an 0-2 start. And then week number 3, the road trip, the start of the season struggles. The Raiders have not won a road game in a very, very long time, and it continues to struggle when they travel to Washington, D.C. to take on the Commanders and just get another loss. And then week number 4, the Raiders are still searching for answers at this particular point, and the Bears take advantage, giving them an 0-4 start. However, this week 4 game, they start to look like a team. The Pete Carrol effect starts to take effect. Geno Smith starts to look a hell of a lot better. Gentry is learning how to run in the NFL. This team is starting to come together, but they do start the season off 0-4. Week number 5, a tough road game against a solid coach team results in yet another loss, giving them an 0-5 start to start the season. But then week number 6, the first win of the season comes, baby, and the Raiders are finally clicking against the Tennessee Titans at home. They get that win, but then week number 7, Arrowhead proves to be too much for the Raiders, and they lose a tough one in the divisional matchup, giving them a 1-6 record going into the week 8 bye week. But then things start to look up. They are back at home, and they're picking off yet another win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, a pretty good Jacksonville Jaguars team, I might add. But the road struggles continue come week 10 as they travel to Denver and they lose to the Broncos yet again. But then a surprising home win comes to them week 11 versus the Dallas Cowboys, showing some promise. But then week number 12, James Frank versus Old Man River, the Cleveland Browns coming to Vegas, and this is the Raiders start slipping away yet again. They lose to the Cleveland Browns week 12. We are starting to hear the fire Pete Carrol chants. We are starting to hear the trade away Geno Smith chants. We are starting to hear what do we do with our hands type of chants. Losing the Browns is going to be tough. And then week number 13, the Chargers take care of business and gain on a game on their own turf, and they lose to the LA Chargers on the road. And then week number 14, the Raiders finally rally, and they get a crucial home win versus the Denver Broncos. This is a huge, huge win because week number 15, they travel to Philly, all the way to the East Coast, and they travel to a road game against a strong Eagles team that ends in yet another defeat. A close defeat, but yet another defeat. And then week 16, another road loss to the Houston Texans, and the Texans hold serve. Week 17, they're back on the East Coast, take on the New York Football Giants, and they just struggle. They're not very good on the road. And then week number 18, they're back at home, and it is yet another loss to finish the season with the home loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, giving them a 5-12 record. So guys, the Raiders close the season off 5-12, showing some starts, but ultimately falling short as they continue to rebuild underneath Pete Carrol. There's work to be done, but if they want to be contenders in the division. So what do you guys think? 5-12 record prediction. Where do you see the guys Raiders ending up in 2025? Drop your thoughts, guys, in the comments down below. What is your win-loss forecast in the comments below? Guys, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe and hit the bell icon as we're live every Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time. This is a live interactive show, so let's get down to the comments and run the Wi-Fi at them. And you guys are making fun of my Wi-Fi. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired in. So not 100% sure what's going on with the internet, but Spectrum is a POS, right? It is what it is at the end of the day. Can't fix everything. But